Hey guys, it's DDH here again. Back with my third video. We'll try and do this 10 minutes or less. Had a big week. There's a big week in comics. There's a lot of speculation with a certain title. Already jacked up the price. But let's start to get through this as fast as we can here. So let's check this out. Let's check out my Comichaul for the week. Got the True Believers. I'm a big fan of these True Believers. They're only $1. First appearance of Jessica Jones. I'm a fan. Can't go wrong with these for $1. We got the first appearance of Iron Fist. Picked up a couple of these. You'll notice I'll get more than one copy of these if I can, because I have friends that I can trade with, and you never know. If you make a deal, it might be the last book to throw on the pile as a bonus to seal the deal. I got me a Spawn #1 reprint. It's almost like a True Believer Images version of True Believers. I have 2 copies of the original Spawn, but what the hell, for $1, man. I got a couple. The first team appearance of Power Man and Iron Fist. Got a couple of those. The first self-titled Punisher book. Mike Zeck artwork. Can't go wrong, man. Classic Punisher stuff. I sold off my collection of this years and years ago, and I think I'm going to try to go ahead and buy this back again. Here's a classic here, Amazing Spider-Man 129 reprint. I only know this being reprinted in single issue form 2 other times. Once the Marvel Tales reprint, which is the first reprint that I know of. It was a orange cover, and that was the only thing that was different and said Marvel Tales, where this says Marvel Knights. Then they also gave out, when I have the copy, when the John Travolta Thomas Jane Punisher movie came out, they gave out reprints of it, but the only thing different from the original cover was it said the Punisher right across here. But this is the newest version. Again, I bought a few copies just because, one, they're cool to have, but you never know. Might want to trade. Newer comics, I got the Jim Lee variant, Joker variant of Justice League number 8. There's a cameo appearance of the next DC cosmic bad guy. I only got 1 copy this time, but next month I'll probably get at least 2, just in case. That's a good speculation. Mr. and Mrs. X number 3. First appearance of Professor X and Lilandra from the Shi'ar Empire's daughter, allegedly. I don't collect this series, but I figured, hell, with my X-Men collection, it'll be a good addition. Cosmic Ghost Rider number 3. I got the original Guardians of the Galaxy. I think it's numbers 13 and 14, something like that. I picked up the other 2. The other 2 covers are great. This cover's pretty decent. It has the first appearance of the future Guardians of the Galaxy, and the first appearance of Juggernaut Duck, I think it is. Howard the Duck possesses the Crimson Acererak, so it gives the Juggernaut powers, so he's got that. Then you got Iron Rocket, or Iron Groot, and then Rocket, I don't know, man. They got some crazy mashup going here, but first appearance, got the other 2, why not? Then we're getting into my normal collections, my Venom. I've got all these other reprints, or got second, third printings. So I got the second printing of number 5. Cool new artwork. The newest issue of Venom, number 6, with what they're calling War Venom. Got 1 copy of that. And I've been missing this one. I have another version of this Venom Inc. number 1 Alpha. It's the first appearance of Maniac, which is a weird, like a variant of Venom. It's a different villain, and he seems really cool. So I grabbed that. So now I have both covers of that I know of. And this is the preferred cover. I like that artwork. Then I managed to grab up this was on my list, my key issue list, the first appearance of Spider-Woman in Marvel Spotlight number 32. They had it marked as a 6.0. Got it for a decent price. I might take it to a con and try to upgrade it, or take it maybe to another dealer and try to upgrade it at some point. But I just really wanted to X this off my list. It's hard to find a really nice copy. At least I think it's hard to find a nice copy. So I got one now for now. And let's kick on old Stark Tech here. And so I'm really happy to at least have one for now, just in case something gets announced or whatever. Then, this is the baby. Swamp Thing number 9. It's classic Bernie Wrights and artwork. Nabbed that sucker up. Talked about this in the last video. I've been waiting to get this thing. One of my favorite covers of all time. He had it marked as an 8.5. It's a beautiful copy. And this is one of the things I worked in that trade I talked about with my last video. I traded in the Starsky and Hutch car, the General Lee, and that bat phone. I didn't get quite as much as I hoped for those cars, but as it turned out, there was different boxes on the ones I was looking at on eBay, and those ones were going for a little more. I probably got about what I paid for out of them, but honestly, just to clean up my cupboards and not have that jamming up my cupboards anymore, I'm more than happy to get rid of it. And I would rather have a comic, my Hearts and Comics anyways, and especially one like this, classic Swamp Thing cover. So yeah, I traded those cars. I got the Swamp Thing cover, or the Swamp Thing issue, and I got a few of those True Believers with that. And then I also got, this is the speculative comic this week. It's just amazing what's happening with this. You guys may have heard the first appearance of the Batawang, or the newest member of the Bat family. Apparently they show Batman's dingling in this book, and first appearance of Bat Penis, man, what can you say? It's Liber Mejo's art. It's beautiful. Brian Azzarello, respected writer. Honestly, I think it was a publicity stunt. DC knew what was going on with it. They got all kinds of press because of this. So the speculation on this, people are going out and buying them, selling them on eBay right now. Like I said, anywhere from $150 to $250. Last night they were selling them for $45 at the shop. The night before, Thursday night, it was out for 24 hours, and they were already had them online for $25. So yeah, you know, this stuff with the speculation, man, I'm all for it. I love hunting comics, and I love when they accrue value. But this thing where people are just buying them up to make money off them and ruining it for the rest of us, it's kind of weak, man. But I'm happy to get one. I'm hoping. I didn't get to my local comic shop to get my pull list yet, but I'm waiting to see if I have one in there. I should have one in that box, so maybe I'll have two. I promised one to a friend if there is, so I'll give her one for cover price. But yeah, so these trades, like I said, I mentioned that last time, talked about it again today. You take this stuff, man, and I've seen people go to yard sales, pick up stuff at yard sales, collectible stuff. I've seen them buy a broken object at a yard sale, go home, fix it, and then take it to a comic shop and trade it in, collectible shop and trade it in, and get like a decent amount of store credit. When you do this, you know, obviously trading for store credit, you're going to probably get more than you would if you were trying to get cash. You know, they double dip kind of. So yeah, they'll only give you maybe half of what the value is that they can sell these items. But remember, they do that to everybody. So say you're trading in for like that Swamp Thing. So if you want to get Swamp Thing and Swamp Thing's marked at $40, you know they only paid $20. So realistically, they're getting stuff at 25% rather than 50% because you're spending the money, but or somewhere around there anyways. So keep that in mind, and I don't know, maybe you can will and deal better than I can. I get along with these guys at comic shop. Like I said, I got this at Batman Damned at cover price, and I'm really happy about that. So yeah, keep that in mind though when you're doing your trades or whatever. And that's pretty much all I wanted to cover for today, and I'll make another video when I get my next comic haul and see what we can go over. Maybe we'll go over how to care for your comics. Oh, one other thing too I wanted to mention, the CGC stuff I dropped off for CGC. It turned out they recommended that, obviously the stuff I had was in really good shape, but they did recommend a press on 3 out of 6 of those books, so we did that. I will be paying almost nothing for shipping if I even pay for anything at all. And one of my friends dropped off 2 books. It was a Spawn #1 and a Spectacular Spider-Man #90, which I'm jealous of because I have a really not good copy of that. And she has one that's supposed to be like a 9.2. So we'll be waiting to see those when those come back. But alright, thanks for joining me, and like and subscribe, I guess. That's what they always say. And I'll catch you guys next time.